This is the unsettling tale of the man who was erased from time, but whose voice still echoes through the corridors of history. Buckle up, this one's a doozy. In 1974, deep within the Arctic Circle, at a top-secret Soviet facility known only as Site Delta, a brilliant but somewhat reckless scientist named Adrian Petrovich worked tirelessly on a revolutionary new invention. What exactly was he working on? Well, that's the first piece of the puzzle we have to solve, because the truth is, no one knows. The Soviet Union kept what went on at Site Delta under such tight wraps that not a single scrap of paper or document exists, detailing Adrian's research or even confirming that he existed. That is until recently, when a former janitor at the facility risked everything to reveal the chilling truth. As it turns out, Adrian Petrovich had been developing an experimental time machine. Now, how far along he got with this project remains classified, but rumors persist that he came alarmingly close to creating a working model. Imagine the possibilities. Think about how history could change if someone actually invented a time machine. And we don't mean the kind with the flux capacitor. We're talking about a real-deal machine capable of bending the very fabric of space. It is a tantalizing concept that has captured the imaginations of scientists and science fiction enthusiasts alike for decades. But like so many things that seem almost too incredible to be true, the reality is likely much more complicated and fraught with ethical dilemmas than we might like to think. But then again, maybe not. After all, there are countless reports of mysterious time travelers who seem to have stepped right out of another era. People like John Titor, a man who claimed to be a soldier from the year 2036 sent back in time on an urgent mission to retrieve vital computer components before they were lost forever. Or how about the case of Andrew Carlson, a young boy who allegedly time traveled from the year 2336, complete with photographic evidence to back him up? Okay, perhaps the latter case is a little less convincing. Anyway, whether or not these stories are true, they serve as a reminder that the boundaries of time are still largely unknown, and the idea of time travel continues to fascinate us. But back to our story. For the sake of continuity, let's just assume that Adrian didn't invent a time machine. Instead, he was simply conducting experiments in the field of chrononautics, which studies the manipulation of time. Chrononautics is a highly theoretical field of study, and the term itself is often used in science fiction rather than in mainstream scientific circles. The concept suggests the possibility of navigating through time, either by manipulating the fourth dimension or by creating temporal anomalies. Now, while this might sound like the stuff of science fiction, the idea of chrononautics highlights the enduring human fascination with time travel and the potential for scientific exploration to push the boundaries of what we once thought possible. But unfortunately, this is where our boy Adrian messed up. While performing one of his chrononaut experiments, whatever he was trying to do, it wasn't supposed to happen. Now, in the Soviet Union, when a scientist makes a catastrophic mistake, there's only one acceptable course of action: cover it up, contain the damage, and erase any evidence of its ever happening. They erased him from existence. Now, normally this wouldn't be possible. A person isn't just able to vanish without a trace. You and just erase someone from the face of the earth without setting off a whole host of alarms. So instead, they followed a well-established Soviet protocol for dealing with sensitive situations. They put out a targeted disinformation campaign claiming that Adrian had simply defected to the West, taking his research and plans with him. To make it look convincing, they even planted false evidence of his life in America, including a social security number, bank account, details, and fake immigration papers. The only problem was, this was all too easy. As it turned out, Adrian was never spotted again, neither in America nor anywhere else in the world. He completely vanished. And this is where the mystery takes a turn for the bizarre. Fast forward to 2009, when a shortwave radio operator in rural Alaska picked up a faint transmission that would send chills down his spine. In a distorted voice, a man began describing a series of future events that were both specific and deeply disturbing. The man spoke of economic collapse, natural disasters, and political upheaval, all of which happened exactly as he predicted they would, which begs the question, how could this man have possibly known what was going to happen? And why was he sharing these predictions over a shortwave radio? As it turns out, the answer to the first question is pretty simple. He didn't know, at least not intentionally. You see, it's possible that Adrian accidentally stumbled upon some sort of temporal anomaly, perhaps a miniature black hole or a worm, which allowed him to glimpse into alternate versions of the future. This is pure speculation on my part, but it's possible that when Adrian messed up his chrononaut experiment, he inadvertently created such an anomaly. In fact, the only thing we know for sure is that there are temporal anomalies. Period. Whether Adrian created them or stumbled upon them by accident is anybody's guess. What is certain, however, is that somehow this man from the past managed to communicate with our present using a shortwave radio. But why? Well, it seems that he wanted to warn us about the future he saw, to share his disturbing visions in the hopes that we could avert the disasters he witnessed. Alternatively, maybe he was just crazy. But here's where the mystery takes another strange turn. As the man continued his cryptic transmissions, the shortwave radio operators noticed a pattern in his rambling monologues. Over and over again, he mentioned a specific phrase, "I never meant to break the timeline." These words suggested that the man was not only aware that he was in the past, but that he also felt guilt or remorse about something he had done. This raises several questions. What did he do? How did he know he had broken the timeline? And why was he haunted by his actions? To be honest, we may never know the answers to these questions. The truth is that whatever Adrian Petrovich did or saw, he did it alone. He had no accomplices and no witnesses. All of his notes and research were destroyed, and everyone involved in the cover-up died with their secrets buried. What's more, the Soviet Union collapsed before anyone could uncover the truth behind Adrian's disappearance, leaving his legacy in limbo between two fallen superpowers. There are no documents detailing his experiments. There are no photographs or personal belongings left behind, and even his birth certificate has been sealed away in a government archive somewhere in Russia. In effect, Adrian Petrovich has been completely erased from all official records, as if he never existed. But here's the kicker. That doesn't mean he's not out there. Somewhere, you see. Thanks to his transmissions, we know that he survived whatever disaster he caused. And he clearly has access to advanced technology. For all we know, he could be living in a remote location with cutting-edge equipment that allows him to monitor the world and communicate with it, all while hiding from plain sight. Think about it. If he wanted to, he could be watching us right now, observing everything we do, and saying, "Hey, remember me?" Yeah, well, things are about to get crazy, but that's just a theory, a conspiracy theory based on the evidence at hand. Scant as it may be, could there be other time travelers out there lurking in the shadows? Are they watching us, waiting for the right moment to make their move? Who knows? But what we do know is that time is a fickle mistress, and we never truly know what lies ahead. So buckle up, folks, because we may never know what surprises the universe has in store for us. Just hope they're not time-traveling squirrels. If you found this video interesting, check out more content for more intriguing tales of the unexplained. Do you want to forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching. Do you believe in time travel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.